any struggles you guys are going through, family problems. I mean, we can relate to all that. I myself, just like a lot of you out here grew up in projects.
I see people blaming young people for what's going on, when in fact, if we don't create the right conditions for young people to grow in a healthy way, then that's our fault.
Almost everybody that enters high school in East Los Angeles has the goal of moving on to college. But when ICS started their work, at least, more than half of the young people that started off in 9th grade weren't even graduating from high school, let alone going on to college.
When we started to uncover the data, we saw that of all the entering freshmen going into our high schools here in the East Side, 60% were not making it to their senior year.
At Lincoln High School, which had about 3,000 students, I would imagine 2,500 of them probably were Latino. Over a 3-year period, only one Latino had gone to the UC system.
Garfield High School is about 5,000 students, and we're in a 3-track system. So it was very easy for students like my older brothers to fall through the cracks and no one even noticed.
La sobrepoblación perdió a uno de mis hijos porque no alcanzaban lugar. Había 50 alumnos en la escuela, en un salón.
If you needed to use the restroom during the school day, then, good luck, because there were, one boy's restroom, one girl's restroom for those 5,000 kids, and they weren't pretty.
We often couldn't get classes we needed, and there was even times when students had to sit on the floor because there wasn't enough space.
We had discipline policies and practices both at the school site and the district level that were setting kids up for failure.
What we saw in our schools was a school to jail pipeline.
Prop 21 basically made it easier for young people to be tried as adults, but it also funneled more money into the prison system versus the educational system.
They recognized that they were not getting a quality education. What they didn't know is that they could do something about it. And that's where InnerCity Struggle came in, to develop their leadership skills.
When I became involved, InnerCity Struggle, served as a vehicle for myself and for thousands of other young people to become involved in changing and challenging a lot of those conditions.
I felt like I needed to do something to make sure that my little brothers stayed in school and graduated and went to college, because I saw kind of the future my older brothers had.
I became a member of United Students when I saw flyers all over the school, and that kind of inspired me to want to get involved and make a difference.
We had specific classes about educational justice, about social justice, and that kind of got me thinking more about not just myself, but like the community as a whole.
I remember one of the first campaigns that the young people worked on was around improving the conditions at their school, the conditions of the bathrooms, the conditions of the classrooms. But the new high school campaign was really a whole different level. It wasn't about one small school and organized around that school. It was really about taking on the district.
Tonight, the LAUSD board is expected to decide where they will build a new school in East LA. It is a decision a lot of people have been waiting for a long, long time.
And it was a very hard fight.
It was a really on-the-ground grassroots campaign that was led by, I was 14, 15 at the time, right? So it was led by young people and also parents.
No es fácil convencer a una persona o a unas personas o a unos selectos que apoyen construir una escuela.
The inner city presence, with their cheering and their movement and their activity and that at Belvedere, I could see that the superintendent was moved. He was moved to pursue their goals, and that moved me.
And it was a very empowering thing because we were able to go to the district and ask for our demands to be met, because there hadn't been a new school built in the East Side in a very long time.
En 85 años no se había construido una escuela.
Jose Huizar, who was our school board representative, actually came out and said, you know what?
I commit to you today This Board of Education is not going to approve another real estate matter until we approve a site for Garfield High School.
And I think it took me a little bit, and then it was like, oh my God, we won.
Los recortes al presupuesto escolar siguen poniendo en riesgo el futuro de los estudiantes, quienes están atemorizados y no ven la luz al final del camino.
Una de las campañas que más me motivó es sobre los requisitos de la A a la G. Estábamos ignorantes qué eran los requisitos. Entonces se empezó a invitar de uno a otro y a otro padre, y más que todos los estudiantes.
Finally, a vote.
Ms. Cantor.
Yes. I cast a no vote.
Mr. Tarkovsky.
From A to Z, yes.
We did it. What they've done is provide an opportunity for us to rethink our policies, to shape policy. We need organizations such as InnerCity Struggle because they remind us, they keep us focused on what is great for our communities, and that is children and students.
You know, the fact that my little brother is there now, as a junior, you know, he knows he's gonna go to college, right? So for him, it's not about whether or not I'm gonna go to college, it's what college am I gonna go to.
There is something very authentic and organic about the way ICS prepares leaders. These folks are talented and strategic and aggressive and relentless. And they use their own personal stories to connect with youth and teachers and the system, and they are unafraid.
InnerCity Struggle continues to build a movement to improve the quality of life in the East Side.